The morning sun gracefully poured through the delicate curtains, casting a warm, golden glow upon the oak floors. The house lay in a hushed silence. In the stillness, the rhythmic hum of the dishwasher intertwined with the occasional call of a bird, creating a gentle backdrop to the quietude. Nora cradled a warm mug of coffee in her hands, relishing the fleeting tranquility of the moment. Then, she heard its footsteps, gentle, uncertain. Julian stood in the doorway, his hands buried deep in the pockets of his grey hoodie, dark curls tousled as if sleep had eluded him. At 19, he often wore a cloak of dry humor and sharp wit. Yet today his silence enveloped him like a thick fog. "Hey," he whispered, settling into a chair at the kitchen table. Nora placed her mug down, her instincts igniting. "Greetings, my dear. Is everything all right?" He paused, his eyes tracing the intricate patterns of the table's surface. "May we converse?" For words are such simplicity, yet they crashed upon her like a relentless tide. Her thoughts surged like a river. Was there an event at college that had stirred the waters? Was he facing a predicament, unwell, feeling shattered inside? With a graceful motion, she replied, drawing the chair to sit opposite him. "What unfolds before us?" Julian breathed out, his gaze still averted from hers. "A thought has been lingering in my mind, and I found myself at a loss for whom else to confide in." He gazed upward, exposed and unrefined. "You have consistently been the one individual I could rely upon." Nora's heart began to melt. "You still have the power to do so. Once upon a time, there was a girl," he started, his cheeks flushing a delicate shade of pink. "She is truly remarkable. Witty, clever. My heart is drawn to her in a way that feels almost magical. Yet, I have yet to experience something truly authentic. Truly, without a doubt. And I fear I might stumble along the way." A spark of relief danced within Nora's chest. This tale unfolds around love, not loss. Yet, there was an enchanting quality in his words that drew her closer. "I want to do it right," Julian added. "Yet, I sense that everyone around me has already found their path, and I do not." With a gentle touch, she extended her hand towards his, offering a reassuring squeeze. "Love unfolds without a script. It all comes down to your heart and the way you treat the other person." His gaze darted upward. "But what if I'm not prepared for this journey? Or worse, what if I believe I am and end up ruining everything?" And so, the journey of discovery begins. As you journey through life, you blossom and evolve. No one achieves perfection on the first attempt. Julian's voice softened, becoming a whisper that drew in the listener. "May I pose a personal question to you? If it feels strange, you're not obligated to respond." She inclined her head. "Proceed." His voice quivered with emotion. "How did you sense the moment it was meant to be close, with a companion?" Nora's eyes fluttered open in surprise. Among all the inquiries, that particular one had taken her by surprise. Yet, the sincerity reflected in his gaze held her steady. His actions were not crossing any boundaries. He wandered through the shadows, adrift in a world that felt foreign and unwelcoming. And he sought her out, for he held a deep trust in her. "It was in that moment I felt safe," she said thoughtfully. "In a time when the weight of the world was absent. In those moments of shared understanding, I felt the freedom to decline, knowing that love would remain unwavering." Julian swallowed hard, a nod of understanding passing through him. "That resonates well." He paused for a moment, and she could nearly glimpse the thoughts churning in his mind. "I wish to bide my time. Yet, I also wish to remain informed. I simply wish to be prepared when the time arrives." Nora smiled, her throat constricted with emotion. "That's not a sign of frailty, Jules. That is profound insight." And for the first time in a long while, her son's shoulders eased with a gentle release. In that moment, the connection they shared weathered by the trials of time, the passage of years, and the miles that lay between them, shimmered with an intensity that felt more profound than ever before. The days that followed unfolded in a new light. Julian began to return home more frequently from college. He would stay a while after dinner, inquiring about her day, and offer to help her with the groceries, all without being asked. It wasn't a tale of high drama. It was a slice of life. They began to share their words more freely now. Once upon a time, there were matters of great significance, his visions, his uncertainties, even his classes. Often, the girl he liked, Lena, would come around. Her laughter, her determination, a subtle way of observing the world around her. One evening, as the sky transformed into a gentle lavender dusk, Nora was lighting a candle on the counter when Julian leaned against the doorway. Do you have a moment?" he inquired, with a warm smile. She always responded. With a sparkle in his eyes. He proclaimed her acceptance, and she nodded in agreement. "On Friday, we shall embark on an adventure together." "How delightful!" Nora exclaimed, her heart aglow. "Are you feeling a bit anxious?" He gave a slight nod, filled with dread. Yet, there's a sense of preparedness lingering in the air. She moved closer and gently cradled his cheek, just as she had done in his youth. "Oh, how you've blossomed, Julian. You have transformed since the day you set off for school. You are evolving into a person of strength and deep reflection. She possesses great fortune." He offered her a crooked smile. "I sense that from you. You know." As she stood at the sink, scrubbing the dishes, her mind wandered to the surprising beauty of this new chapter in her life. They had transcended the roles of mother and son. Two souls embarked on a journey through the intricate waters of love, trust, and vulnerability, each standing on their own shore yet finding a way to connect across the vast tide. As the night enveloped them, she cradled a glass of wine on the porch, and Julian approached, bringing a blanket and a gentle smile that spoke volumes. "May I pose another question?" he inquired. "Indeed." When it unfolded for you, that first genuine connection, did fear creep in? Nora gazed up at the stars, her eyes reflecting the shimmering lights above, filled with dread. Yet, it breathes with life. Love envelops you in a whirlwind of heightened emotions, making every feeling resonate with greater depth. "The light and the dark." He nodded with a deliberate slowness, as if weighing the significance of the moment. "I desire that, even if it brings pain." She faced him, her eyes wide with astonishment. "How courageous." Julian offered a subtle smile. "I'm absorbing wisdom from the finest." Friday arrived, bringing with it a tempest of anxiety. Julian moved restlessly through the living room, clad in a navy button-down, his hair perfectly styled, and his sneakers gleaming with an immaculate shine. Nora observed from the hallway, a blend of amusement and pride swelling within her. "You look fantastic," she remarked. He pivoted. "Do you believe she will enjoy it?" "It seems she has already taken a liking to you." "Simply embrace who you are." He moved closer to her, a wave of feeling flickering in his gaze. "Thank you, Mom, for all that is. Once, I never imagined we could share these conversations. But here we are now. It's hard to imagine life without it." Nora enveloped him in a warm embrace, her heart swelling with a bittersweet ache. "Create a cherished moment. Extend kindness to her, and to yourself as well." With a smile, he departed, while Nora lingered at the window, her gaze following the car as it vanished down the street. On that night, the house was enveloped in an unsettling stillness, not due to a longing for the clamor, but rather because a change had taken place. Her little boy had shed the innocence of childhood. In her quiet presence, she guided him on his journey to manhood, never forcing him, but simply by standing beside him. Upon his return that evening, a radiant glow adorned his face. He offered little in words, instead enveloping her in a warm, lingering embrace. She is truly remarkable, he murmured. Indeed. You are correct. It's more than merely desiring someone. It's about being prepared to offer them every piece of your heart. Her eyes brimmed with tears. And you've already taken steps that many have yet to embark upon. In the days that followed, their connection flourished in a gentle, unwavering cadence. They continued to share playful moments, yet an ever-understanding now enveloped them. Faith, and a shared vulnerability that reshaped the essence of their love. This was a tale devoid of drama or conflict. It was a treasure seldom found. A romance that blossomed in the quiet, fleeting instances of life. In the bravery it requires to seek out difficult truths, and the elegance it requires to respond to them. Nora had always believed her role was to ready Julian for the vast expanse of the world beyond. In the end, it was Julian who guided her back to the serene, remarkable enchantment of being needed, truly listened to, and loved in return.